Welcome! Today we're going to be doing some Dimir Flash. I've been wondering how I should build this deck. Because I've played Flash before. Oh, deck limit reach, damn it. Let me just kill one of these. Alright, and we'll get to brewing. I hate it. Arena gave me a bunch of decks and I have to delete all of them. Can I create one now? Jeez. I haven't brewed since the new rotation where they introduced a bunch of new arena cards. So that's why my list is filled with trash that Arena gave me. There we go. We can start building now. So yeah, I've in the past standard meta I was playing Simic Flash, but now a lot of the cards I've rotated out with Ravnica. Hence why I think I'm going to pivot into Dimir Flash instead with Rogues with Zendikar. Alright, so let's grab some of the auto-includes, for me at least. So 4 Great Sharks, of course, always. Alright. 4 Cunning Nightbounders, of course, because they're rogues, which triggers Zareth. Slitter Wisps, of course. One more of those, please. And now we need rogue cards with Flash, ideally. So we have Fairy Vandal, if we are going to draw some cards, which I'm not sure we're going to do yet. Depends on what other cards we get. Pouncing Shark. It's good. I don't think we have a whole lot of humans in this deck, except Cunning Nightbounder. If you have any ideas for what I should add to the deck, feel free to tell me in the comments. In the chat rather. I'm open to any and all suggestions. I also like Blacklands Paragon. It's basically Doomblade, which is good enough, I feel, in this. Maybe not in this format, though, with a whole lot of Lotus Cobras and everything. Alright, let's figure out the land base real quick. These islands, because they're pretty. And then for the swamps... Picking out the right basic land is... I mean, it's just needed. You have to do it, otherwise you will lose. It's a fact, by the way. There we go, much better like this. Don't craft, just cut them from the deck, please. There we go. That and the Soul Ring sleeves is really how you bling out on your opponents. Yep, that's what I wanted. Alright. Get those Temple of Deceits in here. How many wildcards do I have? I guess I could craft a few of these. Maybe 2. Get in here. Alright. I don't think the tap lands are worth playing, especially those that don't scry. Alright. Now we should probably also play the Big Serpent. It has Flash. I wouldn't mind playing at least one of those. Now what else can we use to get him? Oh yeah, I did want to run For the Rest in this deck. That's still in standard, right? There we go, yeah. Because with the new Zendikar lands, if people are running them, some of those are, you know, instant and sorceries. So it feels really good to take a land out of somebody's hand with a duress. Okay, what else are auto includes? Probably 4 ops. Oh, select format standard, please. Oh no, it's probably cut cards over my deck, right? Oh no, we're fine. It assumed we were playing standard. Okay, now what else? I do like Unsummon in this deck. It's a personal favorite of mine. Anti-Cognition. Counter target creature or planeswalker spell unless its controller pays 2. If an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, instead counter that spell, then score 1. We're not really on the mill plan, so I don't think that's a very good idea. That's cute, but I don't think it's good enough. Deliberate. It is an instant. Scry 2, then draw a card. I don't hate it. It could take the spot of the one other card common that was banned from Ravnica, Growth Spiral. Yeah, that's it. Now, of course, we do need some counter spells, and I think Quench is no longer part of standard, so we'll have to find something else to put instead of Quench. And that's going to be fairly relevant, I think. There's Lofty Denial here, and there's also the one we just saw, Anti-Cognition. Anti-Cognition at least asks to pay 2, so it's a lot like Quench, and late game it just becomes a hard counter. Although it's only creature or planeswalker, it doesn't deal with Rod of Gods effects, which our deck can fold against sometimes. But I think it's the best we're gonna get so far, so maybe we'll run that and a few negates, maybe 1 or 2 negates to deal with non-creature spells. You know, if Jace had Flash, I would totally play it. Alas, he does not. There's also Mystical Dispute, but with... I mean, it does counter Omnat, which is good. So maybe we'll run a few of those. Definitely not a whole playset though. Naiad of the Hidden Grove. Naiad of Hidden Coves I also like, but for 3 mana and it not having flash is a really big drawback if you want to play it in the flash deck. I just feel like if you're tapping out on turn 3 to cast this, it might be hard to come back into the game. Especially if it gets killed or something like that. Vexing Goal. That's good in limited, but I don't think it makes the cut in constructed. Same thing for Capture Sphere. I'd rather run on Summon at that point. Rewind is cute. We could run Rewind. I think it works in this deck especially. I don't mind running it. But it is a counter spell that you only get once you hit turn 4. If you drew all your lands, of course. I'll just keep adding cards to the deck until you know, I get to cutting. That's just how I build. I do like Tassa's Intervention. It's a counter or it's a card draw whenever you need it, and it's an instant. So maybe we'll add 1 of those into the deck because I don't think it's good enough to warrant me using one of my 14 wildcards to build it. That's banned. Sorry, cat. All right, now we're gonna need, since we're in Dimir, we can use some of the removal spells, of course, that are in black in Dimir. Which ones seem to be best though in this current meta with the addition of Zendikar? Feed the Swarm is pretty good, but it's not an instant. I'm just gonna filter out to get only instants. so we can get a look at those. Easy prey? No, I don't think so. It's all power with creatures with power 2 or less, which I'd rather, you know, hit something a little bit bigger. That's already better. Eliminate. Creature or planeswalker creature that costs 3 or less. That's not bad. It hits Cobra, but it doesn't hit Omnat, which is inconvenient. But it is only 2. How big is Omnat? Does Grasp of Darkness hit it? It is double black though. That's not how you write Omnat. Omnath. I'll have to clear my filters though. Hello. Oh, that's still not how you write Omnath. There we go. It's a 4/4, so it does get hit by Grasp of Darkness. So there is some merit to that one. I don't know what other big threats there are in Standard. I've heard of the deck, obviously, Omnath, Lotus Cobra, and Uro, which seems to be wrecking a good bit of havoc. Is this an instant? Yeah, that's pretty good. Except the creature doesn't have Flash, which would make it probably a little bit too good. Drag to the Underworld with Devotion could work. Drown in the Lock. We probably run that, right? In its controller's graveyard. So it doesn't counter anything early game, but it does destroy the small creatures. In its controller's graveyard. Since we don't mill, I don't think it would be a good idea to run those. Maybe you can add them to the sideboard though. But not Dire Tactics. Now that I'm gonna run best of 3, I'd rather run best of 1. Unless you guys want to see best of 3, in which case I don't have any problem building up a sideboard for it. Is Grasp of Darkness good enough to warrant the double color? Or should we stick with Eliminate? Tough decisions. I think I'll run the Grasp of Darkness since we already have double black for Slither Wisp anyway. We'll just have to run a tight mana base. So we can probably cut the Mystical Disputes since we have 4 Rewinds and 4 Great Sharks. Alright. Lockmere Serpent is a one-off, is fine. Oh, we probably don't have enough rogues though in the deck, right? We have... how many mythics? Yeah, we can craft a few Brazen Borrowers, probably 2. Because they're rogues which trigger Zaret. And we have Cunning Nightbounder, but we probably need another 4 rogues to run the spot. Since we have actual creature removal, I don't think it's worth it to run the Duress. The Unsummon rather. Should we run a whole lot of Opt in this deck? I feel like it always makes the deck better, doesn't it? We have card draw here, and a bit of card draw there. We have Zaret, which steals things out of the graveyard. Maybe Tassa's Intervention is a bit too cute. If we run a few, probably 2, I think. Where are they at? Anti-Cognition. I wouldn't mind running those. They seem pretty good. Of course, we'll be able to tweak the deck as we go. There we go. 2 Anti-Cognitions, please. To see what works and what doesn't. This doesn't seem too bad of a pile, but yeah, like I said earlier, we need to add rogues. Probably need to clear out the instant filter. Ideally, you don't have to be both colors. What is this though? It has Flash. Flash flying as long as your opponent is... oh yeah, cards in graveyard. It's not awful. It's a rogue with Flash, so you know, maybe it gets in. I'll think about it. Reset filters, please. There we go. I want rogues. They don't have to be both colors though. No? Fine, I'll use a thingy. Can you search by creature type? I thought you could. Oh, because they're not rogues, they're rogue, right? Singular, probably. There we go, that's why. That works better. Alright. Ideally, they should also have flash to work well in the deck. Okay, well, we don't have a whole lot of options. I like that. For 1 mana, it takes a 1 mana spot, which we lost due to rotation. It protects a creature. You know, it gets them. It's a nice combat trick, and it's a rogue, more importantly, and it has flash. There's this guy. Mills 2 cards. I don't hate it. I don't love it either, though. I think this guy can get in as a 4 of. And if we have 4 rogues here, another 4 rogues here, and 3 over here, that's a total of 9? That might not be quite enough. Maybe we make one more borrower. Then we have, wait, no, that's 4 times 3, that's 12, right? 12 in a 60 card deck, that's 1/5 of the deck. I think that's good enough for the rogue count. So we need to cut other cards. 11 cards, Jesus. Oh wait, we have lands to cut too, right? Because we added 4 lands. Oops, sorry. Alright, now to cut things. 1, 2, 3, 4. What does our curve look like? 35, 21. For mana symbols. So probably cut 2 of those, add 2 of these. Because we do have a whole lot of double black and also double blue. Okay. Maybe we can get away with only 3 Slither Wisps. Oh, we don't want the Thought Thief. Whoops. Yeah, whatever, craft it. It's only a common anyway. How many common wildcards do I have? Plenty. Alright. Maybe we cut the ops. It's a bit sad though. We can definitely cut a rewind. There we go, because 4 mana is a bit too much, I think. I really like the Great Shark. It's a pet card of mine. Maybe if I don't really want to cut a Grasp of Darkness because it's the only outright removal we have in the deck. Maybe we cut the Serpent. Maybe it's too cute at 6 mana. Our top end is probably going to be Zaretsan anyway. For big, flashy, win the game moments. Hopefully. Right. Maybe we need a bit more instant removal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't quit out yet. There we go. It can be Dimir. But I'd rather go straight into black. What do we have in 2 colors? Only drawn into luck. Wait, that's in the deck? Wait, what? Why is that? That's a weird glitch. It tells me like, oh, you put it in the deck, but I clearly haven't. That's a weird glitch. What happens if I do this? That's so weird. Is it counting it in the count? Let me try to finish it. And come back to it. No, we're still at 62. Okay. Instance, please. Is it still weird? Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. That's very odd. Wait a minute, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 11, 13, 17, 21, 24. There's 3 of those, I think. There should be. It's not showing up. No, times 4. Okay, yeah. So what are we at? 25, 28, 32, 36, And then lands, 24. Yeah, no, that does add up. Okay, we're fine. Oh, no, we're not done. Sorry. Okay, so still, we have 2 cards to cut. And I would like to add some instant speed black removal. What else do we have? We have Eliminate, which could do the trick. What else, what else, what else? Cling to Dust. That's not removal. What's the top tier removal in Standard right now? That's cute. That gets the job done, really. That's really good. Most creatures don't have counters on them. I really like that. And if it does have counter, at least I can shrink it. That seems pretty good to me. Alright. Having said that, I don't think we run the ops. Sadly. We have plenty of draw. Well, plenty. We have some draw from the Slither Wisps if we need it. And opt is just a cantrip, really. It doesn't draw anything. It's only... We only play it for the scry, really. And I don't think we're gonna need it. What, 24 land, so I don't mind cutting one. Right? 23, yeah. And now one more card to cut. Probably a Grasp of Darkness to lighten us on the double black. Alright, we'll try this out and see how it goes. Dimir Flash. Alright. Oh, Crafton. Yep, go ahead. Ouch. My wild cards. Yeah, this is looking fine. What's the final rogue count? Rogue, 14, minus 3, so that's 11. That's not too bad, because we run 3 Zaratsan already. Alright, let's try this out. Let's go do some standard ladder. Standard ranked, please. Dimir Flash. Alright, let's do this. Alright, Arena, giving me a 1 land hand because I'm playing Dimir. I see how it is. We have 1 hole playable in this hand and 3 5-drops. I think it's an easy mole. This is a lot better. We can pitch the 5-drop and we can cast everything in hand. Now the question is, do we Temple of Deceit turn 1 so we can Cunning Nightmonder turn 2? Or do we Swamp? I think we'll go Swamp and Duress turn 1. Show me your Seeker, oh god. My commander player heart tells me to pick the Cultivate. But Teferi's Tutelage is probably a good option too. Yeah, they seem to be on the mill plan, so we'll take away their mill card. Alright. Temple of Mystery. Sure, go ahead. You've got your crab. What do you hit? Anticognition, Nightbonder, and a Duress. We're not too worse for wear. Cunning Nightbonder. With its 2 power, cannot get through the 3 toughness of the crab, sadly. There we go. Yes, mill me more. Hopefully we draw a Swamp. That would be ideal next turn, so we can cast that Slither Wisp. I don't know why I cast the Cunning Nightbonder main phase. Probably because I don't have anything to hold up anyway. But, you know, I could have bluffed, I suppose. Our library is starting to look a tad thin. A swamp. We can keep it for rewind next turn. Rewind into Grasp of Darkness. But that's next turn. That's a bit sad. But I think that's the play. Yep, there's a Tutelage. Which is gonna make us mill another 2 cards. Yep, we're at 37 life points now. And we haven't hit him once yet. So that's not good news. We did mull to 6 though. Jeez. Damn crabs. Oh, of course, why did I figure Scrying would let me keep anything? Of course he was gonna mill me from the start. That's awkward. Yeah, it spells with Flash, so it doesn't count my instance. That's sad. One more land and we could have Vorsh's Great Shark as well. That's really sad. Well, at least this matchup isn't making me regret cutting Opt. Because card draw right now would make us ever so slightly closer to death. Do you have anything else? Probably a handful of counter spells, right? I know he didn't say please and he's gonna counter my Slither Wisp, but... maybe I bait it out. I feint that I killed a crab and then he's probably gonna counter that. So my Slither Wisp might pass next turn. He only has 3 cards in hands, but he has looted twice, I think. Okay, that's not a land either. So this is going fine so far. You don't have Death Touch, right? No. Just making sure I haven't been making a huge mistake not swinging since the beginning. Yep, mill me more. I have gotten a new couch since last time I streamed. The small inconvenient part is that it's too high for my camera, and since I don't currently have a desk and the good old webcam is sitting on my coffee table, it's really not ideal. I like his deck, although I don't like milling too much. Probably gonna counter that. Hello? OP? Alright. I have a 3-2 that I can swing with. It's a little bit late, but it's something. $19 health points. Nope. Scratch that. 17, sorry. And we finally hit our opponent for 2. We don't have many turns left in us, especially with an Uro. Does he have a land in hand? Hopefully not. He doesn't! Happy days. Is that thing tapped forever? No. Next turn it untaps. I really wish we would have hit another land by now, so we could at least counter the incoming Uro. Oh no. Oh yes. He has plenty of cards in his graveyard. Because he's been looting with Teferi. That's every turn? No, it's only when it enters. What has been using to loot then? Maybe he milled himself once with the Rune Crab. No, it's only opponent. I don't know what he did. Yeah, you can have your Uro. Ugh, he keeps gaining life. And I keep losing cards. 10 cards in the library now. No, scratch that. 8. I don't think we can win against this clock. Hey, a 4th land! You're a little bit late, buddy. What can we res from his graveyard? Jack, because he doesn't have anything. And we don't have anything to kill the Uro. Yep, that checks out. I'm banking on rewind, maybe hitting something. I mean, he's gonna mill us for 2 anyway. Alright. Do you have another one like that? If so, I'm just dead. Hopefully he doesn't. I'll draw for turn, mill us for 2, and we're left with 2 cards in our library. Damn you, Vanifar. Yep. Anything else? Oh, right, trigger. GG. I forgot about the attack trigger from Uro. I guess I should have bounced it. Counter the opt and then bounce it and then pray. He probably had something else in hand to draw though. Let's try that again. I'll cycle that quest, please. Much better. Alright. Run it back. Hopefully this time it goes a little bit better. Ooh, might just adjust my camera a little bit right there. There we go. Well, this isn't great. If we draw an island, we're fine though, except for the rewind. I'll keep it. We have a turn 2 play. I would have liked an island, but what can you do? Sometimes you just don't get it. A duress would have been nice too. Turn 1 duress on the play. Alright, that's fine. Pass, holding up Heartless Act in case... Oh, hello. What a polite young lad. Daster. Do we kill the snake? We can kill it next turn. On his upkeep. Or just next turn. Yeah, I'd rather run out the Nightbounder to attack and then just kill the snake. Right meow. There we go. Since we don't have anything else to do. And I think killing the snake is a good idea considering... Yeah, considering Evolving Wilds. And there we go. That was 2 free mana right there. Alright, we might as well duress, since we don't have anything else to do. Yep, he's playing on that, alright. He has another Evolving Wild in hand, which means that we can expect Omnat, not next turn, but a turn afterwards, unless he draws... No, he didn't draw the island. Great! We don't have anything... We don't have any blue mana. And here comes Omnath. Hopefully he doesn't have a land, though. I mean, he probably does. You can go Omnath into Omnath. Alright, just Uro. Which means he probably doesn't have a land in hand. Maybe he drew one there. Yep. That's probably the card he drew. I'd wager. Ooh, we do have an answer for Omnath now. Which is nice. In response to his trigger, we can kill him. Right now, we're just hitting him for 2. Kill it! So he only gets to draw a card, he doesn't even get the landfall. Oh please, deck! Just 1 blue! Just 1 so I can steal one of his Omnats. I just need the 1 blue. Things like this make me want to cut a swamp. I know I shouldn't. It doesn't make sense. They're basically equal. I don't know, maybe I have more double blue. But in this case I only need one blue. Although he has a blocker now, so whatever. Ouch. Really, game? I am the direct opposite of James from LRR. I only draw cards that aren't lands. Let me just go check something real quick. I'm back. Whoop. What happened? Are we getting utterly shafted still? Looks like it. I mean, my one hope right now is just to swing with Nightbonder. He's too afraid to block. I swap into Trickster, I steal an Omnat, draw a card, and it's a land. I gain 4 life. I don't know. Although at that point I wouldn't be able to play the land because I would already have played an island, so... It's looking pretty grim. I tell you what. Now he's just styling on me, playing the on that just to draw a card. Yeah, you got it, honey. It's fine. Alright guys, I have something to check up on. I'll be back. And we're back. There we go. Is Arena still working? Oh please OBS, don't screw up my Arena. It's right here, honey. There we go, thank you. Sometimes OBS doesn't pick up Arena straight off the bat. That's fine. It just needs a little bit of time. Okay. Let's keep trying with Dimir Flash and see if we can make it work. Yep, sorry. Just switching positions a little bit to make sure that my legs don't go numb. Yep, there's my pillow. Yeah, like I said, we got a new couch, but I'm still forced to sit on the ground. I really want to cut a rewind when I think about it. 4 is a little bit too much. We need to run something else that's a little bit lower curve. Or cut a Great Shark. Maybe cut one of each. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I don't think we can keep this, since we've been land starved the entire time. Yeah, this is better. For a land on bottom. We have turn 1 duress, although we're probably, yep, on the draw. Oop! What you got, OP? Shark Typhoon, Dark Bargain, and Dark Bargain. I'll take the Typhoon, I guess. Land, Uro, Dark Bargain, Dark Bargain. This lad is ready to bargle with Yargle. Nope, sorry. I forgot to pass turn. Yep, end of turn. Cunning Nightbounder. Sorry I seem a little bit distracted, I'm just making sure that the stream runs smoothly. Wait, that was... Oh, he did that at the end of my turn. Oh, I feel a fool. It's fine, I mean, we don't have any counter spells to hold up. It was just the illusion of it. It's still a little bit awkward. That happens to me way too much. I think we... Oof, that's a hard one. Because if we Temple right now, we can Zareth or Shark next turn. But if we Swamp right now, we can Slither Wisp this turn. It might be a little bit greedy, but I'll go Temple right now. Do we want Brazen Borrower next turn? I don't think we need it. I'd rather have a black removal instead. Swing for Dose! And we're on the board. He's probably gonna just Uro right now, or maybe Dark Bargain. Maybe he's gonna Bargle. It's an instant though, so he'd probably wait until my turn. Or just Uro right now. That's also totally fair. Especially if he has a land in hand. He was on the play and I didn't miss a land drop, so he ramped once, right? So he probably already played a land this turn. Okay. Yes, Swamp. So he's got an Uro in the yard, which I am promptly gonna steal. One attack. Swap it out. Hit for 4. Res the Uro. Only for the trigger, really, I know. Wait, what? You may put target permanent card from that player's graveyard into the battlefield under your control. It's permanent card? So I could steal Shark Typhoon? I'm not gonna do it. I could also just soft ramp with Fable Passage, but since I have since I already have a land in hand, I'm just gonna Uro. He's not gonna escape, but that's fine. It gains us 3 life and draws a card. Bye bye, Uro. And if he doesn't have a blocker next turn, I'm just gonna do it again. Does it exile it? No. But it does put it back on top of the graveyard, which is relevant in, like, Legacy, I guess. I always find it funny to battle against deck that have graveyard order matter. The only format where you would encounter those, really, that I play is probably Kanjin Highlander. But even then, I don't have a stable play group for it, so... That's fair. So we're just gonna pass because everything in our hand is the flashies. So we can Nightbounder and we still have enough to Shark afterwards. Perfect. So sadly, Zeroth got absolutely demolished. But we got 1 trigger off of it, which isn't too bad. Alright, so Nightbounder. And Shark it. No Uro, please. Back into the yard. Now let me swing at you for 7. Ooh, that's a good card to draw. Well, not especially, but at least it can counter Uro again next turn, I think. Yeah, unless he plays a land, which he probably has. But maybe he doesn't have one. He does. Aggro Mauling. 1 less to cast if you're in progress with no basic land. 2. Well, it sucks, but I have to deal with it, I guess. I can't counter it. It doesn't have enough cards in his graveyard. I can still hit for 5. And I have the Brazen Borrower to ensure that I can still kill him next turn, even if he kills one of my creatures. And I can also bounce one of his creatures if he plays a blocker. Dark Bargle. Yeah, you can Bargle. I mean, you're just gonna take damage anyway. Is this good? Is it good enough to be in constructed? I mean, we're still in bronze right now, so I'm not sure, but I don't feel like it is. The Remorse. I guess I'll just play the Fairy. As a Fairy. You can get by Cognition if you want. It's not like I have a whole lot of it. I'm a language student after all. Yay! Our first win with the deck. Hopefully it's one of many. But it's probably not gonna be. Knowing my luck. Alright, let's run it back. That would be a greedy keep. I'm gonna do it. And then I wonder why I lose. It's fine, we're gonna draw lands, right? Oh god. Well, it's not looking good, is it? It's fine. Next turn we're gonna draw a land. Aha, Nightbonder! Hey! Never punished. Now we just need to draw another island and we'll be fine. Come on, no whammies. Oh, sorry. There we go. Slither Wisp for this turn. Opponent seems to be on mono black, so he's probably gonna remove. Yep. Figures. I expected it, so it doesn't hurt as much. Oh, our third Voracious Great Shark, and not a second island. That is mighty inconvenient. It's fine, we'll draw one. Next turn. Nighthawk, that's fine, we can just kill it. Die, please. There we go. A duress. Well, that's not what I wanted, but alright, so he has Iron Scale Hydra. Okay. Tarmo Nighthawk, Brontodon, Elder Gargaroth. Oh, he's playing like Golgari aggro, but he doesn't have any green. Only black. That's a shame for him. So, next turn he can Nighthawk or Murderous Rider. He's probably gonna Nighthawk. Unless he drew a forest. Although both of his fatties are 5 mana. Oh, play it as a creature? That's fine. I'm probably still gonna kill it. That's another black land. Yeah, I'll kill it so we can keep attacking. Because he's already at 12. Come on, island. Another Nightbonder. Well, It could be worse. As long as he doesn't draw forest. We will need some removal next turn. Because that thing is lifelink. That's not removal. It also has Death Touch, right? I'm not too hyped about that. No, no, don't attack into the Death Touch lifelink creature. Oh, hey, Hannah. How you doing? Hi, Jaws, too. How great of you to join us. You probably don't know a whole lot of what's going on right now because I'm playing Magic. But I like the support. Thank you. Alright, still no blue mana, but we do have the duress. What else do you have? Show me your secrets. Nothing. Well, it's all creatures. Okay, oh boy. We can't really race him because he hits us for 4 and heals for 4, and we only hit him for, well, 3 now, I guess. Yeah, I gathered as much, Hannah. Well, just for information, currently I am very much losing. Which isn't great. Because I haven't been drawing any lands, which I need to cast the other cards in my hand. And currently, my opponent is hitting me in the face. Very hard. Ooh, a land! I think it's a little bit too late though. Maybe not. Maybe we can bring this back. Swing with both. No blocks. We're gonna swap this guy in for Zaretsan, which is gonna allow us to steal something from our opponent's graveyard. Now Liliana rather. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. How many cards do I have in my graveyard? 6. So I could kill that and still have Liliana alive. Do you kill things? No. Yeah, I think we're gonna grab Liliana. -3 on this guy, so he no longer has a lifelink, fella.
Get out of my way already.
Alright, we're not doing too bad, except we're still at 8. And he's probably gonna kill our Liliana, but we can just gain it back if he doesn't hold up a blocker. Which he did, but he did not kill Liliana. Each player discards a card, each opponent who can't lose his true life. Okay, well, we're both gonna discard a card, I guess. Does this thing have Death Touch? No, it has lifelink.
I really don't care about your plans.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing. Because he can't hold up blockers forever. Thank you for watching though, even though you don't understand what's going on. It's always nice to have more concurrent viewers. So we can slowly grind our way to affiliate. One stream at a time. Opponent is still stuck with no forest, because if he did have one, would have died a long time ago. I think we're gonna run out of shark right now this turn, just for the value 5/4. I probably should have discarded the Zulaport Duelist instead, but whatever. That thing doesn't have Death Touch. Nope, we're fine. Yeah, sure, I'll cuck him on the lifelink. Bap, bap, bap. Alright, we pretty much have the game in hand right now. We managed to claw it back. Massacre Worm is not gonna be enough, although it almost is, because it's gonna put us at 2 life. But we can just go ahead and... Yep! Opponent conceded because he knew we were gonna win. Alright, so that's our second win for this deck, which is nice. It means it's working. Right now we're at 2 losses and 2 wins and 2 victories. So let's run it back. We're gonna ladder up in standard until probably about 10:30. And see, oh wait, no, I want to tweak the deck first, right? We want to cut a Rewind and a Great Shark and add some lower creatures. So, cut a Great Shark, cut a Rewind. Let's add an Anti-Cognition, and maybe not a Grasp of Darkness. I want another, like, low-ball creature. A Duelist, maybe? Maybe one more Duelist. Sure. That feels better to me. Okay. Another early game counter spell might help us, you know, claw back a win, since our deck is kind of slow for a deck that plays during our opponent's turn and has instant speed. It's actually kind of slow to wrap up the game, since our creatures aren't too big. Oh, this is a very good starting hand. Yeah, we can keep this. Ooh, it's kind of awkward because I want to play the island turn 1 so I can hit the Zula port. Hello, friend. Marty Cohen. I like it when people say hello. It's it reminds you that the opponent is actually a person, that you shouldn't hate them for playing a certain deck, which can happen quite easily when you're playing online and you start getting salty. Hey, fear my 1/1. Yeah, it's gonna target itself. Oh no, I milled myself. That's dumb. Up to 1. Yeah, I could have said nothing. But opponent doesn't know that. I'm milling myself for value. We're just gonna hit for 1. And pass. I could have played Clearwater Pathway as a swamp this turn, so we could hold up Noxious, but I don't think it's worth it. I will do it this turn though. Although we could have cast Brazen Borer instead. I don't know, I'm just playing a garbage for fun. He hasn't played any creatures anyway. He seems to be mono red so far. Never mind, he's Boros. A 2/3 that we can kill. Hello, sir, die. I think he seems to be on Boros Warriors, which I forgot was a deck in this meta. That's fine. Oof, do we value him out? I think so. Yeah, send Zaretsan. And we're gonna steal his warrior. Yeah, that's mine now. There we go, and if he doesn't have anything next turn, we can do it again. I mean, he scrolled over Zaretsan. Oh no, we're fine. Oh, and removal too. That's fantastic. We can kill his dude and then steal it. We're going to play his deck. Kill, swing. We make contact. Now we steal his warrior, which is a warrior lord, which is gonna pump our warrior that we already stole from him. And he's gonna scoop. Alright, well that was a great example of what our deck can do when it works. That's why I wanted to include Zaretsan in our Flash build, because he just wins the game sometimes. Ooh, a mythic. Ooh, a Jace Mirror Mage. That's a pretty good card to get from an RCR. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, let's run it back. We're starting to claw our way into silver. One step at a time. I think we can keep this. It's sad that we don't have double blue for Brazen Borer and that we won't turn 1 Zulapur Duelist, but the mana is fine and the spells are fine. And we have our little kitty with us. So everything's gonna be okay. That's a 1-drop? Wait, why aren't I playing this? What? Oh man, that card is amazing. It's a rare though, which is a bit sad. I don't want to spend all my wild cards to craft it, but man, that's good. I thought that was a 2-drop. Oh boy, okay. Thank you for the follow. What's your name? That was a whole lot of letters. I didn't quite see your name there, sorry. But thank you for the follow very much. Excel Tricut. Hey, welcome to the chat, friend. Thank you for following. Yes, we're playing Magic. I'm on Arena today, and I'm running Dimir Flash. Ooh, that's a good hit. Yeah, exactly what I said earlier about we can hit people's land with duress now because of the new Zendikar Rising instant and sorcery that can also be lands. So yeah, we just stole our opponent's land drop for next turn with that duress, which is very good, and we'll be able to get his Thieves' Enforcer probably. Oh, thanks, Exil Tricut. That's very kind of you. Alright, another rogue. It seems we're playing the tribal rogue kind of matchup, mirror match right now. Come on, swing at me. Perfect. So at least I can kill his Thieves Guild Enforcer with our Zulapart Duelist right now. Okay. Should I run out the swamp or the island? The island, probably, because we already have double black. I can kill his rogue next turn, or should I do it now? No, I'm gonna hold up Counterspell and see if there's any tricks up his sleeve. Although now that we duressed his land, he's probably not gonna do much. Another Enforcer. We can't counter that, so I'm gonna have to let it resolve. But I will kill his other creature right now. Yeah, I can opt in response, that's fine. Alright, there we go. Oh, we have too many cards in our graveyard, and now Thieves Guild Enforcer is a 3-2 with Death Touch. That's not great. I could just kill it though. But I won't allow me to swing, so I'll just hold up my Grasp of Darkness. And as a good flash deck, I'll wait and see what my opponent does before casting my cards. Is that an attack trigger? No, it's a damage trigger. Good. So I'll kill it. Hopefully. Does opponent have anything? He doesn't, so we're gonna get hit for 1. I'd rather not get hit for 1, so we're gonna -2, -0 his creature. Which is also gonna give us 1 more attacker for next turn. And it's gonna mill him for 2. Yeah, I really need to get Thieves Guild Enforcer and add it to my deck. That really fits the idea of this deck as well. Alright, 5-3 with Menace. That's not great for us, but we can get through that, I think. Not this turn, though. That's a hard play. I'm not sure what to do here. I could flash into Brazen Borer and block, but that's not a great trade. I have another idea. Yeah, let's do this instead. Minus on that guy, then we'll triple block this guy. Hopefully he doesn't have a combat trick. We do have a counter spell in hand in case he does. Or a bounce spell, so... Boop, boop, and boop. There we go. They're only 1/1, so I don't mind throwing them away, really. Do you have anything? Borrower. That's awkward. I'll guess we're also gonna Borrower instead. I don't mind having used my 3 wildcards, my 3 mythic wildcards to craft 3 more Brazen Borrowers, because that card is so yucky good. And now we can actually swing for a little bit of damage this turn. Next turn we'll be able to Slither Wisp into Duelist, so we'll draw a card and lose a life. Alright, he decided to sack his Merfolk to draw a card, which is fine. You do you, honey. He's probably gonna replay the Black Bloom Road. Yep. Which is okay, because it currently is Summoning Sink. Here we go, we're gonna play the Duelist again, draw a card from Slither Wisp. It's a land, but it's fine. That just means that we got it off the top for next turn. Any extra draw is a good draw. Especially in other formats like Commander. I kind of want a full swing here. I don't think trading my Slither Wisp would be that bad, but I think I'll just hold back a bit. We'll wait till next turn. Maybe he wants to swing, and I don't mind taking the 5 and swinging him back for 6. And actually 9, because we're gonna play our own Borrower. If he doesn't do anything. Okay, do you have anything else before ending your turn? Swinging, that's fine. I could chump it. No, he has Menace. Never mind. I'll just take the 5 on the chin. That's perfectly fine. Yep, pass. Anything else, sir? He might just play his own Borrower too. I'm gonna start by playing mine. If he has an answer, that's fine. But at least I'm gonna draw a card. It's another land! Blessed with Land Flood. There we go. And we drew another island off the top. I'm only playing 23 lands in a 60 card deck, so that's pretty average. So it's kind of sad that I'm getting absolutely wrecked like this. I'm gonna need to find a charger for my phone soon if I want to keep the chat up. So I'm probably gonna take a small tiny break after this match to find a charger and plug it in. Oh yeah, Zula Part 2. Duelist also. Yeah, that's fine. If you really want to trade for it, I don't mind. If that's all you have. Yep, that's fine. Borrower to bounce to hand. Sure, I mean I can counter it anyway, so... It's a bit sad, but it happens. There we go. I'm gonna end the turn and hold up Slither Wisp during his turn. Could Slither Wisp into bounce, or into Brazen Borrower to trade, right? Drown in the lock. That's fine. It's a bit sad, but it's fine. We're gonna bounce this thing first and maybe block next turn if we need to. Since we don't have the Slither Wisp on board, it's not really worth it to cast Resin Borer as a creature because we won't draw a card. We drew another Borrower. We got all 4 of our Brazen Borrowers this game. That's pretty amazing. And so did our opponent, it seems, because he also has played a whole lot of Brazen Borrower this game. I don't really want to bounce it to his hand. I think trading is fine. Should have countered it actually, I didn't think about that. Whoops, my bad. This match could still go either way, although we have a slight advantage because we have more cards in hand. Yep, you can swing me for 1, that's fine. I'm gonna cast my Borrower as a creature. He didn't play his Black Boom Rogue, which is very odd. Maybe he's holding up mana for some reason. I'm not too sure though. Yeah, he's gonna play the Borrower, but we can counter it this time. So, swinging for 5. Why am I scrying? Oh, Anticognition also lets us cry too. I didn't even read that part of the card. Well, we can get those 2 islands off the top of our library. Which is nice. And we've got lethal on board next turn, if everything goes well. Yeah, your rogue doesn't have flash, buddy. Okay. Good. We've got an answer in hand. We've got lethal next turn. Everything seems to be going fine. Alright, so use Borrower to bounce his 5/3 and then play Borrower to swing for 6 in the air next turn. Opponent's probably gonna concede here. He's in a good game. Thank you, good game. Jezvek. Good game to you, sir. That was nice. That was a nice mirror match right there. It made me realize that I probably should go craft some Thieves Guild Enforcers. Before I do that though, I'm gonna go on a very small break to get my phone charger so I can keep reading chat. So see you guys in just... And we're back! There we go. OBS just needs to register Magic Arena again, which it has. And we can go on to the next game. Let's run Dimir Flash again. Hopefully, we'll keep winning and we'll be able to grind our way into silver. Yeah, there we go. Our phone is charging now. Do we keep this? It doesn't have any early game actions, and we also forgot to go change the deck to add Thieves Guild Enforcer, which is a shame, but it's fine. I mean, I'm in bronze. I could just concede right now and go change it. I'm not gonna lose any rank. I know it's not particularly good sportsmanship, but I'd rather run as good as a deck as I can. So at least my opponents have something to do while they wreck me. Alright, now let's add some Thieves Guild Enforcers. There we go. How many rare wildcards do we have? 11. Yep, we're gonna run 4 of those. You better believe it. Which means that we can cut a Cutthroat or 2. Probably a Heartless Act as well. And we need to cut 1 more card. Ooh, that's hard. I'm not... Oh, Duress. We can cut a Duress. Yeah, there we go. Actually, you know what? Just 3 Thieves Guild Enforcers. And 1 more Duelist, because he also mills cards. Here we go. We're gonna use 3 of our wild cards to make our deck a little bit better. And go back into the ladder, for real this time. Ooh, we're against somebody with a Nicol Bolas avatar, so that doesn't bode well. Oop, let me just adjust my pillow again. Can we keep this? That's a very greedy keep with only 1 black source and only 1 castable card. I think we're gonna mulligan here, although some part of me really wants to keep this hand. But this one that we just got seems to be a whole lot better. What do we pitch on bottom though? The Rewind or the Zaratsan? Probably the Zaratsan because we don't have any early rogues to profit off of it. And I want to make Rewind work. Which of course, now that I said it, it's probably not gonna work. We might just end up cutting all of the Rewinds in the deck and running more rogues. Which is a bit sad, but 4 mana for a counter smell. A counter smell? My opponents better be ready for me to counter their smells. Which might be needed in a Magic the Gathering competition. I've been to a Magic Fest, you know, before. Channel Fireball events, bankrupted. And also before, you know, big Corona happened. And let me tell you what, some of the players could have used a deodorant stick. Which is sad to, you know, really go into the stereotype like that, but it happens. Also, why did he get to cast Questing Beast? Oh, Lotus Cobra. Oh god. That's bad. Hopefully he doesn't have another land in hand to cast Questing Beast again next turn, because I don't really have any way to counter it right now. Unless I draw a Swamp, which I did not. I can block it with a 1/1, but that's trample. Oh, here's the land. Now he has 5 mana, so we're probably gonna see an Elder Gargarot, although maybe he's just gonna cast the Questing Beast again. Yeah, I do miss going to Magic Fest. Obviously I won't get to go this year, but me and my friends, we usually went every year. We've went to Magic Fest Montreal for the past 2 years to play some Commander events, because we're all big Commander players. Fiend Artisan on our opponent's side. That card seems very good in theory, but I've never seen people actually, you know, use the second ability. That is sack a creature and search your library for a creature with equal or lesser counter mana cost and put it onto the field. People usually only use him as a beater because he gets +1/+1 for each creature in your graveyard. Which I mean also does the trick most of the time. We did not draw Swamp, which is very bad because that would have made us, you know, be able to stay in the game. But as it stands, we're gonna get beaten up by this questing beast on our opponent's side. I could flash in Brazen Borer to block it, but I don't think it's really worth it to lose the Borer for one life point. I'm gonna flash it in to swing next turn though, or block the Fiend Artisan. And we still did not draw a Swamp nor an Island. I mean, so far this deck has won 3 times and lost 2 times. And both of the times it has lost was because of Mana Screw. Which is a shame, because we're running dual lands and we're running plenty of basics. So technically we should be fine, but I'm not one to bash on the MTGA Arena Shuffler. But sometimes it does make you doubt. Although Mana Screw is just a normal part of the game. You can't really avoid it, neither is Mana Flood. Sometimes it's just really part of the RNG element of the game. After all, you're just randomly drawing cards from a library most of the time. We're gonna be able to bounce the Questing Beast again this turn, or whatever he's gonna go fetch with his Fiend Artisan. Which is Kogla, the Titan Ape. That doesn't have haste though. I don't know which one I'm gonna bounce, although if I were to have bounced Kogla, I should have done it now before his fight trigger resolved. Which might have been good. I'm not sure. You could have just cast it next turn anyway. Ooh, we drew a Swamp! Well, that doesn't really solve the 10 power coming at us next turn, but it helps. We can rewind 2 of his spells though. If he casts them before his attack step, which he probably will considering he has a Questing Beast with haste in hand. Rewind! And untap all 4 of our lands. There we go. Now we're gonna Grasp of Darkness his Fiend Artisan. And I guess we're gonna take 7 on the chin. There's not much else I can do, sadly. And it doesn't look like I can do much else next turn except throw out a Chump Blocker. Kroga, the Titan Ape. Oh, Kogla, sorry, Mr. Giant Ape, sir. I did not expect to see this card in Standard. Because it's 6 mana. It does a lot of things, but it is 6 mana and triple green. But I guess when you're playing mono green, it's not that bad. We're gonna rewind this Questing Beast again, so maybe it'll concede out of Salt. And we can run out the Borer if he attacks the Chump. Alright, Borer can block, we're dead. Whoops. I forgot that Brazen Borer cannot block. Well, that's a bit shameful. Alright, so we're 3 for 3 on this deck so far, out of 6 matches. Because I'm not counting the one I conceded to go add Thieves Guild Enforcer. Alright. What time is it? 9:42. Well, we still have another 50 minutes to go or thereabouts. Hopefully we can make it to silver. We just have to win most of the games right now. This isn't keepable. 2 lands is not enough. Ooh, and I think I'm gonna mulligan this as well because we've got 3 islands and a handful of black cards. Not great. Multi 5. This is better. We're gonna have to pitch the Grasp of Darkness here. Because it's double black and we don't have 2 swamps in hand right now. At least we have turn 1 Duress. Show me your secrets, OP. He seems to be playing mono blue tempo. That's gonna be mighty fun. A lot of counter spells and a lot of cards that we also play in our deck. Counter target spell with counter mana cost 3 or less. Alright. I remember that. I really try, maybe a little bit too often, to rearrange the card in my opponent's hand. The ones that I see, thanks to the rest. Since I like to keep my hand in a specific, like, lands first and then CMC in a growing order. And I try to rearrange my opponent's hand all the time to make it in that order as well. But you can't. Ouch! Ooh, I just banged my elbow on the table. Oh fuck. I'm fine. Ooh, that really hit my funny bone though. Oof. Ouch. That's fine because I have my little kitty cat right here. I'm gonna turn him into blue. Because blue is the superior color of Magic the Gathering. That's not true, I like all of the colors. Except white. White's not very good. Especially in Commander. Brazen Borer if you want, that's fine. It's a 3-1. I would do the same thing, but I know you have a counterspell in hand. Although maybe I can bait you to use it on this Heartless Act. Probably the best I can do right now. You might just let it die though. You also might not. Come on, opponent. Make a decision, please. Opponent, please play your cards. There we go. You did counter it. Which I'm not sure if it's a good news for us or not. That remains to be seen. We did draw Slither Wisp this turn, which is good. He's gonna let us get a beater onto the field. Unless opponent plays another land, which he has. Now we can't really run out the Slither Wisp because we know he has Voracious Great Shark. I'll just have to wait. Please play something else. He's probably not gonna play something else since he's on blue. He is on blue tempo. Sorry about that. I had an assignment for uni the other day. I was just awful. One of our teacher, in her great wisdom, chose that since all our classes are online, now would be a good time to assign more teamwork than she usually gives out, which is just peachy. So, and this course is children's literature, by the way, and we had to rewrite a classic fairy tale in a different setting, which I mean would be fine. I'd be up to do it, you know, on my own. But have you ever tried to write something with 3 other people? You can't really do it all that well. You know, people have different creative processes and ways to write. And there's just not really any good way to all work on one story at the same time. So I pitched in a few ideas, we all brainstormed together. And I didn't end up being the one to write the story. Some other girl in my team did, and she did a fairly good job, to be fair. I had the task to go over everything and correct grammar mistakes at the end. Which is fine, because I feel like I still did my part doing that. But the other 2 people on our team really ended up not doing much. Which I mean is fine. It happens. I mean, the assignment was broken to begin with. But I would also hate to be on their end and not being able to do anything. Because really, there's nothing you can properly do to help. Alright, Arena, can I stop drawing cards? I mean, stop drawing lands? Because I'm gonna die next turn because of this. So yeah, that assignment, I mean, it's only worth 2.5% anyway. So it's not like I would really feel bad about not doing much, because it's not worth much anyway. I mean, even if you screw it up a little bit, you'll only lose like up to maybe 1% or 0.5, which in the grand scheme of things really isn't much. But although sometimes that 1% can make your 54% become a 55. Alright, we're gonna bounce one of his creatures with our Brazen Borer now. We can't block with it, remember that. Yeah, we're gonna bounce his Borer, so we're gonna save ourselves from an extra 3... Ooh, sorry, I got the hiccups. From an extra 3 damage. I've been talking throughout this game, and since I'm still, you know, beginning with the whole streaming thing, I'm not quite used to keeping up a conversation while playing. Like when I tried to play Hades the other day, I absolutely could not do it. Because Hades is a roguelike game, and I really had to focus on it to make sure I don't die, which made my commentary really go down the toilet. Yeah, I think we're just gonna concede here because there's nothing I can do. Well, I have a draw step. A shark. Well, maybe the shark will save us. You never know. Opponent has 3 power in the air and we have only 5 life. So at most we've got 2 turns unless we can draw some removal or flying creatures. But I think the only flying creature in our deck is Brazen Borer, and he cannot block. Oh no, he can block creatures, but only the ones with flying. I totally forgot what this card did. You usually only cast it for its bounce side. But in this deck I cast it... Oh, now he has a Great Shark in hand, so he knows I'm gonna play the Borrower. And I cannot hold up Borer and Shark at the same time. That's a darn shame, because that means we're gonna have to take the 3 here. I mean, the best move our opponent could do right now is just not do anything. Because if he runs out a card, that gives me an opportunity to run out my Borer and my Great Shark. But if he doesn't do anything, then he can still hold up counter mana. Are you gonna be greedy enough to play, OP? Nope. He did the right thing and just has the turn. Ah, that's a shame. Maybe we won't get out of bronze this stream. Which is quite a shame. I haven't given up yet though. There's still time. We only need to win like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Probably 4 matches. And that'll get us to silver. Is this keepable? We have 2 removal spells, but we don't have any blue, and the rewind is double blue, so that's not great. And we don't have any early game rogues, so I think that's a mulligan. This hand is better. Should we pitch a blue source or a black source? Probably the swamp, because we need double blue for Brazen Borer. Alright. Island go. We're gonna keep up duelists. Just in case. OP hasn't played any 1-drops, so we're not gonna be able to get him out of nowhere, but maybe we can make him think that we're holding up a counter spell for 1 mana. Ah, Rubber of the Rich. So holding up Duelist was a good idea, since he played a creature with haste. There we go, -2, -0, so we don't get hit for any damage. And he put 2 Croxas into his bin? When did he do that? I don't understand why that happened. Robber doesn't... If defending player has more cards in hand than you, exile the top card of your library. Of their library. No, I don't know why he milled 2. Oh, because I made him mill 2. Silly me. Yeah, I forgot that Duelist makes people mill for 2. So I milled 2 of his Croxas, which he had on top, which isn't bad, because that means that he's not going to be able to cast them for 2. Another Robber of the Rich. Jesus, he has 4 cards in hand, so I'm going to run out the Nightbounder, so he doesn't get triggers of the Robber of the Rich. Robbers of the Rich. Alright. This isn't great. We can't really race mono red properly. But he isn't mono red, he's Rakdos. But he is running 2/2 haste for 2s. For 2. I'm not sure what he's on exactly. Do I bounce 1 to hand? I think so. Yeah. At least that slows him down a little bit. Okay, we have Vorish's Great Shark next turn. Oh no, we don't. He shocked our Nightbounder. Ugh, that's so mean. So Vorish's Great Shark would only be online next turn. We can run out our Brazen Borrower as a creature, but he can't block anyway, so it doesn't mean much. And OP has found his 4th land drop. Does he have enough in his graveyard to Croxa? 5 other cards. No, he's 1 short. He is going to play back his Rubber of the Rich though. Great. Yeah, I'm going to play the Borrower right now and just at 6 for the rest of this turn. Oh, he had a Croxa in hand? Fine, I'll discard the island. Thieves Guild Enforcer, which is quite sad, seeing as I have to hold up Shark. And I'm 1 mana short of being able to cast both, since he killed my Nightbounder. Temple of Malice, but if he plays a creature or an artifact, I can counter it. Which, since he's in Rakdos, he's probably gonna do. He's probably gonna escape Croxa this turn. Yep, there we go, so we can counter that. Basically time walk the land and get a 5/4 Shark out of it. And we can block one of the Rubber of the Riches, so I don't know why he attacked with them. Maybe because we're at 5. I'm gonna keep the 1/1 in the back just to make sure I don't die. This is a pretty tight game. Opponent is playing red and we only have 5 life points. So it's still anybody's game. He is gonna swing with the Robber of the Rich. I'm gonna have to block, it's just too risky to let 2 damage go in. Ooh, Embercleave. Are we dead? +1/+1 double strike, so we block 1. Oh, we're exactly dead. Oh, damn it. Oh man, that was a tight game though. That was a good game. I always feel a little bit salty about getting Embercleave, but you know, it's a fair card in the game. It gives Mono Red an option to win in this current standard, because Mono Red ain't doing too hot after the rotation. Although it's a fairly, you know, eternal deck, by which I mean that in every instant of standard, there's always one way or another to play Mono Red. It's always gonna work up to an extent. I don't think we can keep this. We don't have enough lands. Well, this isn't great either. Throw away the Slither Wisp and keep a hand full of blue. But with islands this time. We just need to draw swamps before we draw our double black cards like Grasp of Darkness, which we just drew. Opponent just played the Goose, which I totally forgot was a card since nobody else has been playing it. Yorvo, okay. OP seems to be on mono green. Jesus. Okay. So we're facing a 4/4 next turn. We do have a means to bounce it, which we will do right now. But that would be scary otherwise. Alright, we haven't drawn a third land, which isn't great. We do have counter spells for our opponent's Yorvo. But I would rather have, you know, a little bit more mana right now. Ooh, a swamp. That's good. That's half of the way towards our Grasp of Darkness. But it does mean we're going to be able to play our Zulaport Duelist next turn and still hold up counter mana, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now to counter. Oops, sorry. Sure, -2, -1 to do Elysian, Carroted to mill for 2, and then counter the Lotus Cobra. Which we probably won't have to do for long, because a lot of people are talking about how that card is about to get banned. Which it might, but I think it's still too early for Wizards to ban a card that was just printed into Standard. They're gonna wait for the next set to roll in before they ban it. I think because they do want to sell packs. I mean, they're still, you know, a corporate entity that needs to make money somehow. So once the next set comes out, which is going to be Kaldheim in the Viking world, which I'm very, very hyped for, maybe then we'll see a Lotus Cobra ban, or maybe not. That still remains to be seen. So we have Cunning Nightbonder this turn, which is very good, because now all our Brazen Borrowers get better. Not gonna swing yet. Yeah. Questing Beast. That's gonna have to resolve, but we'll be able to bounce it anyway, so it's fine. Put that right back into your hand, please, sir. Please keep all your Questing Beasts safely tucked within your hands. We don't want to have another incident like happened 2 games ago. with a certain ape and a certain fairy that cannot block. Here's another questing beast, and here's me countering it again. Or rather, bouncing it again. Yep, so it's gonna resolve, I'm gonna bounce it, but this time I'm also gonna play a fairy. Put that back into your hand, please, sir. And here's a Brazen Borer, so we can start dealing a bit more damage. Alright, we won't have an answer for it next turn, but we are working towards player removal instead of creature removal. Do you have anything in hand that I should know about? Ram Through, Thorn Mammoth, 2 Questing Beasts, a Gigantosaurus, and another Goose that he hasn't played yet for some reason. I don't know why he didn't play it last turn. That's a bit odd. Maybe he just forgot. Here's the Gigantosaurus. That one doesn't have trample nor haste though, so I really don't mind it as much. Especially considering that we have 6 power in the air right now. Boop, boop, there we go. Hit you for 6, we have lethal next turn, and you don't. Oh, he does have the Goose, I forgot. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. We'll still have lethal next turn because we have a 3rd borer to play. And we'll have 9 power in the air. Although he does have another Goose, but we do have removal. Oh, Mammoth. Yeah, Mammoth is fine, go ahead. Yeah, it does fight, so I'm gonna give it -4/-4. So it'll fight, but it'll die anyway. There we go. Oh, he had enough mana to play the Goose. That's a shame. Yep, you do get the Goose. And I do not get to kill you next turn. Unless I draw removal. Which just might happen. Oh, he swings with the Gigantosaurus. So next turn he'll block for 3. We'll deal 5/6. Yeah, it's worth blocking. It's a 10/10, but it doesn't have trample, so I can just chump it with a 1/1. And we did draw removal, and we have exactly lethal with it. Oh, that is too perfect. Swing for 8. There we go. And with that, we're just a little bit, we're 2/3 of the way there to Bronze Tier 1. Oh, we do have a few packs to open. 2 Zendikar Rising packs. Let's see what we get. A Nimble Trap Finder. Alright. I'd rather open wildcards. They're just more useful. Hey, here's a mythic wildcard. How convenient! Hey, I see you're online, Nobello. If you're watching, we could do a quick game too if you want. Same thing goes for anybody watching, by the way. If you want to have a quick game against me, I'm all for it. Can we keep this? I think so. We have a turn 1, a turn 2 counter spell, and if we draw another blue source, we'll have Rewind. And any land, and we'll be able to Zaret San of the Thieves Guild. Yeah, this is a pretty good starting hand. We don't go first though, and we're against Lazav, the Dimir Mastermind himself. So that doesn't augur for anything good. Whisper Squad? Okay, that's odd, but sure. I did not expect somebody to play Whisper Squad. I should have run out the island first, because if he attacks, I'll be able to block. Skyclave Shade. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's in your graveyard and it's your turn, you may cast it from your graveyard. Oh man, that's really good. That's almost what's that modern card again? The Vampire. Where you drop a land, you can play him from your graveyard. I don't remember his name right now. But that's basically a very similar card. Alright, we haven't drawn a land yet, but I'm sure it's on the top right now. It's fine. We're not gonna swing right now, because I'm holding up Zulapar Duelist, or Anti-Cognition, depending what our opponent plays right now. Another Skyclave Shade. Is it worth it to counter it? He hasn't played a land yet, but he won't be able to play it from his graveyard. I'm not sure. I don't think it's worth the counter spell. Or maybe it is. Yeah, I'll counter it. Sure. I don't think he's gonna attack anyway. With his 3-1, considering I have 1-1. Although he might just pitch it away anyway, which he seems to have done. Oh, interesting. Didn't swing with his 1-1. I would have swung with a 1-1 there. Because if your opponent is gonna block, he's gonna block the 3-1 anyway, not the 1-1. Yeah, you just tell me when you're done, Nobello. And we'll start the game real quick. Yep, opponent does seem to be stuck on 2 lands, like I thought. And now he's gonna swing, and we're gonna be able to eat his Whisper Squad. And mill him for 2. And now we're gonna be able to swing and ninjutsu in the Zaratsan and steal something from his graveyard, which is probably just gonna be I think Murderous Rider is the best card right now. Yeah, 2 or 3 lifelink is fine. Everything is going just according to Kaikaku. Little 1-2 Seraphic Scorpion, and then our opponent conceded. Alright, are you done with your game, Nabella? Hey, we ranked up to Bronze Tier 1. We're slowly doing it. Perfect, I just finished mine too. Alright, I'm sending you the challenge. Best of 1, coin flip, 60 card. Yep, there we go. So the challenge has been sent. We're gonna play standard, by the way. So just pick a standard deck. Let's see what you've been brewing. If you have a Lotus Cobra, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Do mute the stream though, because I'm gonna be talking about my plays. And it'd be a shame if you heard it. You can keep watching, just mute the tab, ideally. Ugh! You duressed me? That is despicable, sir. Are you running Pauper Mono Black? You are, aren't you? That totally would be your type of deck too. Alright. Or maybe you're just running Aristocrat? Mono black so far. Witch's Oven. If you play a cat, I'm also gonna be disappointed because that's banned. Oh my, I should have played the Grasp of Darkness. That was dumb. Okay, whatever. Are you just playing mono black hand removal? Or mono black control? That would be very popper. Although you just played an uncommon. So you're definitely not popper anymore. At best you are artisan. That checks out. My card doesn't have flying, and it's not gonna block. But it's just there to put fear in your heart. Activate out your removal spell. Well, this is going absolutely great for me. As an island, I think. Yep. We currently have top tier gameplay coming from my end. Seeing as I'm getting totally beat up by uncommon cards right now. Oh no, the goat! Yeah, you are playing Aristocrat, but you're mono black. Unless you just haven't drawn your red, which is very possible as well. Oh boy. This hand is not getting better. Well, maybe a little bit. I really thought you were gonna sacrifice it there to make my Brazen Borer go into the graveyard. Guess not though. Full Marinite. What are you playing? Your deck is so odd. That's definitely not current standard. Well, I mean, all the cards are so far, but that's not the meta. Definitely not. Another duress. I might as well use the Grasp of Darkness because that's probably what you're gonna hit. Although you know what? I'm gonna let you look at it. No matter which card you pick, I'd rather keep the other one to hit your eventual creature that you're probably gonna play right about now. Or maybe you'll wait. which is completely fair. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna grasp his darkness. You better believe me. Okay, we're still not doing great. Because we're getting drained every time we kill your creatures. Ooh, that helps. That helps a little bit. What do you have now? Does that thing have Death Touch? It does. That's why you're playing it. It's a 1/1 Death Touch that can also draw a card when you need it. I get it now. It's not bad. Yup, no Ghost Rider for you, sir. I would rather you did not. Oh, that's funny. The little fox growls at me when I counter your spell. Boop. Yeah, I'm not gonna block that. Interesting. Do we swing? We're gonna have to at some point. Yeah, block with the goat, sack it. I've heard it all before. I wish the shark had trample, but it's a blue card, so they don't really get trample. Trampoline? I wish it had trampoline. But instead I'm gonna let you sack a creature and make a croissant. It's your move now. What are you gonna do? Another Ghost Rider. Sure. Make another goat. So you can drain me for 4 right now? Whenever a creature you control, yeah, not non-token. Wunderbar. I am going to Thieves Guild and force you. But I'm not gonna block though, because that has Death Touch. I just wanted to mill you for 2. I'm gonna do anything else this turn. So I'm gonna drop the Borrower. Now, should I full swing? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll keep something in the back to block. But these 2 are gonna be swinging, which means that I'll be able to flash in Zaret San. Hopefully. And steal a Ghost Rider. I could also steal the Gary. Yeah, I'm gonna steal that Gary. Oh no, Zaret! That's fine. That's fair. Interesting, you seem to be on the defensive now. I'm gonna pass. It's not worth attacking into your 1/1. You do make it hard to figure out which card that should bounce on your board. None of them are really good targets, because they all have an ETB or are too small. Maybe I just bounce the token. Ooh, although this guy has escaped, so I'm probably gonna bounce in to remove the counters. Yeah, that seems to be the play. Alright, so Nightbonder into bounce the Woe Strider. There you go. Now you're getting it. Attacking it in response is the right thing to do, because now my borer is going to go into the graveyard instead of going into exile, which is mighty inconvenient. Looks like I probably won't have the time to do another match after this one, so we're going to be stuck in bronze still, because this seems like a good old-fashioned board style. That's a typical match between you and I think. Yep, Woe Strider resolves. I saw I have a counter spell anyway. Yep. Oop, be back in a few. Well, this isn't looking good. Yeah, I think you've got it, friend. I cannot beat your board, considering you have a Bastion on board. For some reason, I ranked up to tier 1 again. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for tonight, folks. It's been a good stream. We had one more follower than last time. So, Excel tried cut if you're still watching. Thanks for showing up. We do Magic the Gathering every Wednesday night. So yeah, and with that, I'll see you guys next stream, which is going to be on Saturday for some Breath of the Wild bingo. Yeah, Thanks for coming. See you guys next time.